What is a conspiracy? I'm attorney Danny Izquierdo of the Izquierdo law firm. And a conspiracy, very simply, is when a person agrees with at least one other person to commit a crime. Now, in order to prove the crime of conspiracy, the state doesn't necessarily have to prove that the actual crime intended occurred. They only have to prove that there was an intent by the defendant and the one or 100 other people to commit said crime, and that the defendant and the other person or other people had an agreement to do so. Conspiracy is its own separate crime. That's why a lot of times you'll see drug trafficking, conspiracy to commit drug trafficking. You'll see homicide or murder, conspiracy to commit homicide or murder. Healthcare fraud, conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud. In Florida, if, for example, the substantive crime is a first-degree felony, most likely the conspiracy to commit that crime will be downgraded a level and will be treated as a second-degree felony. And obviously, if you can push back or fight the state on whether the defendant even had the intent to commit the crime or conspired to commit the crime in the first place, that is a great defense to the crime of conspiracy. Another defense that's very common, especially in drug trafficking cases, is the defense of mere presence. So, an example, there is a marijuana grow house, or there is some type of operation for a sale of a large amounts of narcotics, which would constitute trafficking, and now the defendant is present either at the grow house or at the scene of the sale with others, and the state automatically charges them with a conspiracy. However, by reviewing the evidence and looking at the discovery, a defense to the charge of conspiracy and trafficking would be that that person was merely present. If anybody you know and love happens to be charged with conspiracy, you're obviously dealing in a very serious world. Your exposure has increased or gone up because now you're probably charged with a very serious substantive crime in addition to conspiracy to commit that substantive crime. Don't go it alone. Don't show up to court to see what's going to happen. Hire an experienced criminal defense attorney as soon as possible. Every minute in these types of cases matters. And if your lawyer is able to investigate your case and obtain evidence that can be used in your favor, that could be the difference between a dismissal, a reduced charge, or a lengthy prison sentence and a conviction.